Good morning. I am Professor Agustino Soronkware, the Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs, Rongo University. At the university, we train students for higher learning. We give them degrees and diploma, among other certifications. The division of the academic and student affairs is divided into two subdivisions. There's the student welfare subdivision, which is headed by the Dean of Students. The subdivision is in charge of student counseling, student associations, clubs and societies. Then we have a subdivision in charge of academic affairs. It is headed by a registrar academic affairs. That subdivision is in charge of registration, teaching, examinations, and developing schedules for these activities, namely the timetables. The teaching is done in departments, and that activity is also overseen by the schools. The departments are run by heads of department, and the schools are run by the deans of schools. The division also provides secretariat services to the Senate. The Senate is the highest academic organ of the university, and it's in charge of outlining and approving the academic programs, the types of examinations, and also graduation lists. At the division, we are happy that you have joined Rongo University, and we wish to congratulate you for your excellent performance for your Form 4 examinations. We welcome you to our university, and we are willing to work with you for the following 4 or so years that you will be with us in this journey of learning for your degrees and your diplomas. We expect that while you are with us for the period that you'll stay with us, 4 years or whatever number of years, we are going to give you good training that will lead to excellent skills development and make you competent as university graduates. We expect that you, on your part, will attend all the classes and learn all the good habits that will enable you to develop into good citizens of Kenya who are useful to yourself, the community, and the country, and humanity at large. Of course, we know you are in the development stage of your lives, and there are very many things that you learn when you are at university. Some of these things are going to play a big role in how you will go on after graduation. These are the things that we generally call soft skills. We are just hoping that together we'll give you good soft skills that will enable you to go out and compete effectively in the job market, but also help you to become employers, not just employees, because we know out there are all sorts of opportunities that are available for you either to get employment or to become employers. Of course, like all societies, at university there will be forces and activities that might take you away from what you really came to university to do. We request you to be strong and be focused on your education so that you get your certificates at the end of this exercise rather than fail to get the certificates or overstay the learning process at the university. We also know that maybe for the first time you are now to be free to manage your financial resources, for example, to manage your living expenses, and so on and so forth. And we look up to you to take good care of the resources that may have been given to you by your parents, your guardians, your benefactors, for the purpose of making you grow in your academic life. And together we will overcome any impediments. We will make you excellent graduates, good citizens of Kenya and the world. Thank you very much. I wish you success in this endeavor, and we will work together. Whenever there is an issue, please consult with our officers, including my office, for a way forward in your activities. Thank you. Now I wish to invite Engineer Professor Stanley Shitote, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration, Finance, and Planning, to talk to the audience. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much, Professor Ngware, DVC ASA, for the opportunity to talk to the students. As you have been told, my name is Stanley Shitote. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration, Finance, and Planning. To all of you joining us to start your studies here, I wish to say welcome to Rongo University. We have a unique orientation ceremony this year, occurring as it is online. It is unprecedented, and we all know it is due to the coronavirus pandemic that has so much changed the way we do things. However, we can see that whatever the circumstances, man will always devise ways to continue with the various activities of life. And so, here you are, starting your first year of study at the university in spite of the pandemic. I'll talk to you briefly about the Administration, Finance, and Planning Division of the university. It is one of the two major divisions of the university, the other being the Academic and Student Affairs Division. We often refer to our division as the AFP division. In general, the division provides support services to ensure the smooth running of the core activities of the university. The AFP division handles, among others, the following: human resource services, and that is all matters pertaining to the staff required for the operation of the university. Administrative services such as repair and maintenance of facilities, water supply, energy infrastructure, and central services. The division also deals with the development of new infrastructure, and indeed if you visit the campus, you'll find a number of projects under construction. There is the hostels and catering services. The university has limited accommodation facilities on campus, but we also support students as much as possible to settle in accommodation outside the university by linking them to the landlords. The division also develops and implements long-term plans for the university, provides health services, and transport services. We also offer financial services, and for the financial services, indeed, we have a system which I believe you have all interacted with during your registration process. You will need to be on campus to experience most of the services offered by the division. More information will be provided by various officers coordinating the services. And I am sure in the coming weeks, the conditions will change and allow us to meet on campus. However, in the meantime, we'll continue to serve you by ensuring an adequate platform to support this remote interaction. As you are aware, many institutions worldwide have adopted this means of communication. We cannot be left behind. I sincerely hope that your respective circumstances will allow you a good connection to the university. I wish you a good experience as you start your university life and throughout your whole time at the university. Thank you. And now, it is my humble pleasure to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor Samuel Gudu, to address you. Thank you.
The Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans and Directors, Heads of Departments and Subsections, staff and students, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you for the excellent performance at KCSE examinations, where a total of 699,745 candidates sat, but where only 125,449 obtained grade C and above, and hence were admitted to the university. We thank God for your performance, and once again, I congratulate you. Rongo University is a vibrant institution whose vision, mission, and core values reflect the aspirations of Kenyan society. The vision is to become a world-class, technology-driven university in learning and practice. To this end, the university has put in place measures and strategies to complement the ongoing government effort to attain the Big Four agenda, Kenya Vision 2030, and the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. The university offers programs in pure and applied sciences, social sciences, humanities, arts and education, training technologists and technicians, conducting research on food and nutrition. The university is a multicultural and cohesive society that promotes the coexistence among the various cultures. It also provides equal opportunity to all qualified, willing and aspiring scholars. As such, admission to any program is based purely on merit and not on any other consideration. Here, we champion success, we trade academics, and promote progressive ideas and cultures. To the academic enthusiasts, we will support you, but to the detractors, we will scold you. I am aware that this has been a hectic week for you as you struggled to register, tried to familiarize yourself with various facilities and staff online. Many of you must be wondering what university life looks like. I can assure you that the scenario and the parameters in the university are so different from your high school experience. The living environment so different from that of your family background. However, I reiterate to you that where here everybody belongs and everyone finds a place, make it good to live. Assume you have come to the university to fish. Along the way, you will experience turbulence. Some of you will fall off the boat, others will sink in the raging academic waters, some will come back empty-handed, while others will have their fill. The big question is, after 2, 3 or 4 years, will you have weathered the storm? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk on administrative matters. As you were told during an introduction and brief remarks, the university has 2 divisions coordinated by 2 deputy vice chancellors, one in charge of academic and student affairs, while the other in charge of administration, finance and planning. There are 6 teaching schools, namely School of Agriculture and Natural Resource and Environmental Studies, Arts and Social Sciences, Business and Human Resource Development, School of Education, School of Information Communication and Media Studies, and Science, Technology and Engineering. We have 15 teaching departments. The teaching is done on semester with main academic calendar starting in September and ending in April of the following year. There are also 3 directorates, namely Directorate of Privately Sponsored Student Program, Directorate of Open and Distance E-Learning, and Directorate of Quality Assurance. Various university units include finance, health, central services, estates, academic affairs, staff affairs, and transport, just to mention a few. In terms of academic matters, the university offers market-driven certificate, diploma, bachelor's and postgraduate programs. There are already over 6,000 students whom you will be joining. Here we value quality education and therefore strive to provide an environment that stimulates our curiosity to learn and to innovate. Over the last 6 years, the university has graduated 4,567 students, and many more will graduate during the next graduation in December this year. In terms of resources, the university has endeavored to provide adequate physical facilities to enhance quality education and facilitate the development of conducive learning environment. Just like in any other establishment, these resources are not always adequate. Whenever there are issues or inadequacies, I urge you to be part of the solution. We shall also remain proactive in ensuring we meet your expectations. Accordingly, we have embarked on ambitious programs to upgrade our teaching and learning facilities. To this end, the construction of a 5-story tuition block is near completion. Construction of a 4,000-seater library is underway, and we are also constructing a new gate at the university entrance. We shall also purchase additional equipment and supplies for our science and computer laboratories. Last but not least, we shall upscale automation of most of our services for efficient service delivery. In terms of human resource, during your stay, you will interact with competent and industrial staff carefully recruited to offer efficient and effective academic and administrative services to you. We shall remain at your service at your point of need. In terms of co-curricular activities, Rongo University will promote wholesome growth and development of our students. Therefore, we encourage students to spare time to take up any of the available games, sports, music, and drama opportunities. We undertake to continue to sponsor winning teams to represent university in various national and local events. In terms of innovation, the university supports staff and students to come up with viable innovations or invention through sponsorship to showcase the projects at exhibitions, trade fairs, and National Science Week, only to mention a few. Some of the recent inventions by staff and students include the production of fuel from potatoes and production of sorghum cultivars which are resistant to diseases and drought. All students are expected to pay all fees at the beginning of each semester. Going forward, we shall not allow any student with outstanding fee to attend classes or sit examinations, and the students shall be advised to defer studies. Furthermore, observe academic deadlines, include those for registration and for course and examinations. It is your responsibility, absolute responsibility, to make adequate prior arrangements to clear fees before the beginning of the following semester. Remember, sitting examination without clearing fees contravenes the rules and regulations and will lead to expulsion. Now, few words of advice. Ladies and gentlemen, as you begin your academic journey, I urge you to follow things that catch your imagination. In addition, take care and respect the deadlines. During your studies, you will encounter numerous deadlines which must be respected. Some of these deadlines include submission of term papers, take-home assignments, registration for courses, or examinations, among others. Your ability to wade through and become an outstanding scholar will be tested through simple issues such as respect of deadlines. The university is a trying society. Do not try to reinvent yourself too much. Do not try too hard to fit into a system that you don't understand very well. I know you will be tempted to join certain groups and or act in certain ways that don't necessarily reflect you. Socialize with people with common interests and values. Some of the available issue-based societies that you may consider to join include Christian Union, Scouts Association, Debating Society, and many others. However, we do not allow formation of ethnic or regional clubs and societies. Find support whenever it is necessary. The faculty will always be available to teach and help you to attain your goal in life. We will mentor you and respond to your interests, to your curiosity, and to your invitations. Do not suffer in silence. Seek assistance from classmates, student leaders, and staff of the university. If there is something you really want to do, some curiosity that you want to pursue, make sure that you do it and don't let anything stand in your way, especially if it does not disturb the other students. Management of time. I would urge you to manage your time very well. Avoid issues that will distract and lead you to procrastinate. Avoid such distractions like mobile phones, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp during your study time. I urge you to plan your time well and by using a calendar and checklist. Be organized and focused on the task at hand. Remember, time saved is like an investment. You should also ensure that you get enough sleep in order to remain active throughout the day. The library is amazing. Make it your second home, for it promotes progression of knowledge. Besides being a place to do assignments, the library will develop your vocabulary, enhance your comprehension, and general positive impact on your achievements. Be prepared always. Be always in the lookout and prepared for opportunities that may arise in your environment. There are numerous opportunities in the university in the areas of extracurricular, athletics, games, sports, music, and drama. Those experiences will have a huge impact on many of you. But I hope that none of you will lose sight of how special this time is for you. It is a time to learn. It is a time to expose yourself to ideas that are completely different from what you have done before. The adage goes, choices have got consequences. Avoid overindulgence of any nature during your university life. Ensure that you have left enough time where you are free to also rest after studying. This freedom comes with its own social risks. I implore you to keep off activities that will not add value to your life in future. Such activities include use of drugs, cohabitation, living a lie, spending beyond your means, getting sponsors, HIV/AIDS pandemic, and now COVID, among others, must be avoided at all costs. The COVID-19 pandemic. The disease paralyzed all learning institutions right from nursery to the universities. It has killed many Kenyans and may still kill more. Avoid activities that can risk your life. Observe self-hygiene and social distancing. Avoid crowded places. Be safe. Kenya still needs you. Ladies and gentlemen, with those many remarks, I wish you the most fulfilling and rewarding experience at this great university. As I conclude my remarks, may I also give opportunity to other members of the university to be able to share with you their life experiences when they were at this stage of life. The senior members of staff will include the deans and the deans of schools, heads of academic departments, and heads of sections within the university. They'll be able to give you some tips on how to survive in the university environment. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benson Asugo, Dean of Students, Rongo University. First of all, may I welcome you for having chosen Rongo University as your place for advanced studies. We will share about the work of the Dean of Students in the university. The Dean of Students is an office that is in charge of student general welfare in the university. We are responsible to the Vice Chancellor through the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Students Affairs. The main functions coordinated by the Office of the Dean of Students are as follows. 1. General students' welfare support, such as general guidance, social health, leave of absence from the university, bereavement, or loss of a student. Secondly, students' discipline matters arising from complaints raised by a student, an officer of the university, or a member of the public. 3. Student financial support system, such as Higher Education Loans Board, bursaries from the government, county government, constituencies, ward, and other organizations. And we also make recommendations to students for financial support from other organizations. 4. Student mentorship and career services. 5. Student guidance and counseling services. 6. Student talent development through co-curricular activities such as sports, games, music, drama, and other recreational activities in the university. 7. Student governance through the Rongo University Students Association. And lastly, coordination of alumni matters. May I urge every student to get a copy of rules and regulations governing the conduct and discipline of students of Rongo University from our website. Secondly, we have staff in the department who will be available to serve you whenever you reach us through phone contacts or when you visit the university. We have myself, Ben Asugo, Dean of Students. We also have Mr. Caleb Nyangono, who is the head of music, drama, games, and sports. We have Mr. Bernard Odeny as the head of careers and alumni matters. We have Ms. Mary Onyango, secretary in the office, and 2 other office administrators and office assistants. We are on duty from Monday to Friday every week between 8 and 5 p.m. In case of emergencies outside those hours, students are free to make phone calls to us for rapid response at any time, including weekends. For the time being, you can reach us through the following contacts: office email and telephone contacts, which you will be able to get from the university website. Finally, we want to congratulate you once again and want you to wish you well, and feel free always to contact the Office of the Dean of Students for any advice or consultation on any matters while you remain a student at Rongo University. May God bless you.
I'm Dr. Bila James. I'm the head of ICT, that is Information Communication and Technology, at Rongo University. I want to welcome all the students who have made a choice to join Rongo University. Rongo University is a world-class university, and with our department, we are here to support all of you to be able to attain the required skills in terms of technology in the services that you are going to provide after graduation. The role of ICT in this university will be to support you as a student in terms of information technology services that you may require during your stay here. The services entail our wonderful website that enable you to interact with other people worldwide and also enable you to access our university information. We also have various university portals that are tailor-made for the students. You will be able to get personalized services from these portals. For example, before you join here, you are able to do self-registration at the comfort of your homes, and wherever you are able to register, courtesy of the ICT technologies at Rongo University. You have other services that you will enjoy through our portals. We have admission systems, which you've also used. We have finance registration, which you've also used. We also have e-learning portal, which from now you'll be using to access your lecturers' materials and interact effectively during a learning process. With us as a service, we also have Wi-Fi services at the university. For the residents around the university, you will be able to be given access to various Wi-Fi services at your comfort, so that you can be able to access different materials for learning purposes. We also have email services. You will be assigned, or some of you have been assigned, email addresses based on their admission numbers. This will enable you to communicate to the various departments and sections of the university as per your need. We also have Facebook accounts. We also have Twitter and Instagram, through which you will be able to have real-time information and sharing of experiences with your colleagues in the university. Now, we also have cheaper bundles, subsidized bundles, especially with Safaricom, which will enable you to access whitelisted sites. Whitelisted sites are sites that have been defined to enable you learn or get services to the university and learn globally. So with this, you'll be able to get subsidized rates of access and services, especially library services, university e-learning portal services, and other educational sites will be accessed at subsidized rates. So all you need to do is to submit your telephone number, which we will be able to submit to Safaricom so that you're able to access these services at subsidized rates. Currently, Safaricom offers cheaper bundles at 500 shillings. You'll be able to access 10 gigabytes for a whole month. This can enable you to access learning services through the e-learning portals and other whitelisted sites, so that at the comfort of your home or wherever you are able to get materials and interact with the lecturers. To be able to do this as a student, the minimum requirement is that you must have a device, especially smartphone, that has capability to access these services. To a minimum also, it's important that you have a laptop, a quality laptop that can enable you to access these services in your university various platforms. Otherwise, I want to welcome you to Rongo University once more. We are here for you all the time for your well-being. Welcome to Rongo. Thank you.
My name is Joel Wekesa Nakitare, the University Librarian. I want to take this chance, just like many of my colleagues have already said, to congratulate and welcome you all to Rongo University. As university students, most of the time you are going to be with us. You're expected in your personal time to be in the library, to be doing personal reading. And therefore, I come here to welcome you and to assure you that as a department, we are going to journey with you and to be with you all the 4 years or 2 years of study that you are going to be with us. In the library, we have different resources at your disposal. The university has a collection both in print and electronic form, and with the time, we'll take time to guide you, to train you on how best to use these resources. But in this session, I just want to make you aware that there's so much for you. There's so much for you to start using, both in electronic and print resources. Before COVID, if somebody asked me what is a university, I will have told you that a university is basically buildings around the library. This illustration, I liked using it just to illustrate how important the central role a library is in your university life. But now that we are in the new normal, I will tell you that a university is basically internet away from you. And I want to encourage you from onset that many of you have new laptops, you have smartphones, you have access to the internet. Use it to the best of your effort, use it to your advantage, so that at the end of it all, you may be able to graduate not just as a YouTube learner or an online graduate, but a very good student who is use the best resources available online to the best of their knowledge. Now, you'll allow me just to give you an overview. As I've said, we'll still have many sessions for training, but just to give you an overview of the resources that you can even start using as you start off the semester. From the university website, if you go to the university website, that is www.rongoversity.ac.ke, you can be able to get the library tab. When you click on the library tab, it will bring you to the home page of the library services. On the library services, we've organized different services for you. Majorly of interest to you now will be the e-resources, because we are starting off this semester when you are home. So take time, familiarize yourself with the e-resources that we have. With different databases for e-books, we have e-journals, we have different local resources that will be of interest to you, and different other resources that you could use. Another tab that I would want you to familiarize yourself from onset as we start is the information literacy tab. For you to be able to make best use of internet resources, you really need to know how best to exploit the information on the internet. You need to know the type of information you are looking for, where to find the information that you need, how best to use the information that you get on the internet, and how best to acknowledge that you use other people's works. That one, many of us, we could be at different stages, but you need to have self-taught, to self-teach yourself. You also need to familiarize yourself with the many good sources online that will assist you on how best to use the resources. We've prepared a guide. If you go to this page of information literacy, we've prepared different guides for e-resources, how to use them, how to cite or acknowledge other people's works. So take time to go through all that. And in case of anything, the library, we are just an email away, we are just a phone call away. We should be able to support you. Another interesting tab that I would want you from onset to know is the off-campus access. We know that we are starting this semester away, and we've put in place a system that as a student, if you come here, you should be able to log in and be able to use our resources as if you are within the campus. So we are going to create accounts for each and every one of you to enable you to be able to use our remote access services. Another tab that you might find interesting is the past papers, just to know how the university exams looks like. Click on the past papers, try to find out what is expected of you from onset, do enough practice so that by the time exam comes, you are good to go. And the last tab is the library OPAC. When you click on the library OPAC, you'll get an interface where you can be able to search and know the different books that we have. What we've done, we've put in it all the books, both the electronic and the print. So you should be able to search in our database to know which type of book you can be able to use. As I finish, I want once again to congratulate you and remind you that in the university setup, you are expected to be in charge of your own academic journey. Take time, create time for reading in your typical day. Have some time to read, not just for the sake of the academic reasons or rather the coursework, but to read other resources that will assist you. Go on the social media, different social media, and try to identify different professional pages, like them, follow them, so that you continuously learn and grow in your professional life. I thank you, I congratulate you, and welcome you to Rongo University. Thank you.
Hello, my name is CPA Janet Chumba, the head of Finance Subdivision, a division in the Finance Administration and Planning. We as Finance are excited to welcome you to Rongo University. We understand that this is a challenging and unexpected time, but our goal is to help you navigate the process and ensure a successful start to your experience at Rongo University. The Finance Subdivision has several sections. Among them is the Student Finance section. This section has 6 accountants which serve students in the various 6 schools. You will meet them as you go along, and I hope you'll be able to interact and know all of them. My staff and I had the pleasure of helping you during finance registration, and it represents some of what we love so much about this university: the enthusiasm, the warmth, and the careful planning as we welcome our students is always a special experience, and most important is the effort of so many people coming together to help those who are in need of it. That sense of community is part of what makes this university special, and now you are a part of that community too. At the Student Finance section, you will be assisted with the following: the fee payment policy, which will guide you on all matters of fee payment, the relevant fee structures for your courses, the bank accounts designated for your fee payments, how to do finance registration, how to access and interpret your fee statements, how to claim any refunds where applicable, compliance issues related to fees, important deadlines, and other fee-related matters. I encourage you to continuously engage us for any assistance with regards to your fee-related issues at any time of need. We are here to support you and to ensure that your experience at Rongo University remains memorable. Once again, congratulations for choosing to join Rongo University. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to start by thanking the Rongo University fraternity for organizing this great event for our incoming students. My work today is very simple, is to alert our incoming students on the various aspects or requirements of Rongo University in the academic division. There are certain things. First of all, you have to register. To do that, you have to visit Rongo University website. And this is where most of the information will be found, including the deadlines of activities, the registration, the fee payment, and exam requirements. All this information really can be found in the student notice board in the website. For registration, currently we are only allowing online registration. Make sure the registration is complete by registering for courses, that is units that you are going to take this semester. There is possibility that you might defer. One or so of you might decide to defer for various reasons, mainly medical or financial. If you intend to defer your studies, the university allows that, and it will be 1 academic year. And you can go to the student notice board in the website, download the form, fill it, and send it to us. Also, Rongo University has rules and regulations that really govern the activities and well-being of the students, including the exam rules and regulations. And all this will be found in our website. Please make sure you acquaint yourself with them very well, because they'll guide you as staying here. Lastly, with the newcomers, transfer of programs. A number of you might have been placed in the programs that they probably are not comfortable with. To this regard, the university gives you another opportunity to really change your programs. You can change your programs within the school, and that's what we call the intra-school transfer, just from one program to the other one. Or you can change your program from one school to the other, the inter-school transfer. This window closes very fast, and the forms again are available in the notice board at the website. When you intend to transfer, please just make sure that you qualify for that program in terms of the aggregate points and other requirements. As you are aware now, you have been placed into a department within a school. Please, you are now going to join your deans and your heads of departments. When you join them, please ask and get clarifications on some issues which might be of concern to you. Thank you very much, and may God bless your stay in Rongo University.
Hello to all our students of Rongo University who have been admitted to the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies. My name is Dr. John Oluoch. I happen to be the Dean, School of Information, Communication and Media Studies. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Rongo University generally and specifically to the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies. At the school, we were expecting to get 578 first years placed by the COOPs, and then another number across the certificate, master's, PhD, and diploma programs, as well as a number from the privately sponsored students program at undergraduate level. At the school, we have various robust academic programs. We have Bachelor of Science in Media Studies, Communication and Media Studies, Bachelor of Science in Information Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Informatics, Bachelor of Science in Health Systems Management, and Bachelor of Science in Health Records and Information Management. We also have certificate programs at the school, certificate in Library and Information Studies, certificate in Health Records and Information Technology, as well as diplomas in Journalism and Media Studies, diploma in Library and Information Studies, diploma in Health Records and Information Technology, and diploma in ICT. We also have masters in journalism, in communication, in ICT, in health systems and informatics, as well as a PhD in communication and media studies. We have a total of 22 teaching staff, the lecturers in the two departments. The first department is the Department of Communication, Journalism and Media, headed by Dr. Millicent Otieno. And the other department is the Department of Information Science and Informatics, headed by Dr. Lamek Rono. So we have a total of 22 lecturers across all those departments. We offer very high-level courses and teaching to our students in both the departments that we have, and we also offer certain university-wide courses to all the students in all the programs in all the schools of Rongo University. At the school, we pride ourselves in teaching using a problem-based learning approach. We have equipment, we have laboratories, we have studios, we have computer sections, as well as media and media resource center. And all these are geared towards giving the students a practical approach, a hands-on approach towards curriculum delivery. We have had very illustrious alumni who are now doing various careers across the country and serving the nation in respective capacities. As a student of School of Information, Communication and Media Studies, we love to call it InfoComms. You are lucky to be part of the wider Rongo University community, where you will have an opportunity to pursue your academic, social, and intellectual pursuits for all the years that you're going to be with us at the school. We run various social activities touching on student life, and we will welcome you to decide what you can do, to decide how you want to get the best in terms of your training from Rongo University and from the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies. So as you settle in and as you register and as you make friends and acquaint yourself with the programs and processes and procedures and regulations of Rongo University, we hope that you're going to get the best experience and that when you leave here, you'll be a better person than you joined. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless you as you pursue your academic careers at Rongo University. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rongo University and to the School of Education, one of our largest schools within the university. Congratulations for having performed well enough to be admitted to this institution. At the School of Education, we will challenge you to be the best that you can be. We will challenge you to have a vision for your journey. As you come to the School of Education, we will want to train you to be the professional teacher when you get out of Rongo University. Here you will master your own destiny, and we lay a premium on the excellency of your work. As you master your destiny and make your plans to be the very best teacher that you can be, we will expect you to ensure that you read for yourself all the regulations that govern your stay at Rongo University. We will also expect you to know your lecturers, to know times for examinations, to know what is acceptable and what is not. But above all, because these are your youthful years, we want you to enjoy your stay at Rongo University. You will be here for 4 years, and that is a big chunk of your life. So make the best decisions. Participate in all the activities that are open to you so that you grow, you develop friends, you make your own networks. This will be important later. You have passed and been accepted at the university. So you are beginning another leg of your academic journey. It is my prayer that as you begin this journey, you will hope and develop yourself to be the very best student that you are capable of. Learn everything that you can from your lecturers, learn from your environment, learn from your fellow students, learn to differentiate between evil and good so that you are the best citizen that Kenya can have. Develop a vision and a goal while you are here. Ask yourself, what do I want to do in 4 years? Where do I want to go in 4 years? What kind of grade do I want for myself in 4 years? When the competition gets tough, will I be listed in the short list of those who have done their very best? To achieve your long-term goal, you must set and work towards short-term goals. For example, you need to have a timetable for study. You need to have a timetable for recreation. You need to focus on the things that matter. Education, as we understand it, is the process of inviting truth and possibility. And the possibility lies within you. With what you put in, the effort you make, and the hope that you make to grow in you. We are encouraging you to take time to learn. Learn everything that you can, because this is an opportunity that you've been given at Rongo University. Learn to know who is where, so that when you need help, you can reach out to other people. As members of the School of Education, we will endeavor to help you, to make sure that you are the very best of our students. But to make you the very best of our students, you need to cooperate with us. So as we welcome you to this school, as we welcome you to train as a teacher, we will expect that as you begin this journey, you begin to behave like an intending teacher. Let me say once again, welcome to the School of Education, where we train teachers and mentors, subject specialists, and people of all walks of life who will hold our children for the future of this country. Thank you.
May I extend greetings to all of you who are watching this program. My name is Professor John Ernest Odada. I am the Dean of the School of Business and Human Resource Development at Rongo University in Migori County of Kenya. I would like to say something about the School of Business and Human Resource Development at Rongo University. This is one of the 6 academic schools of the university, and the business school, as it is called in short, is organized in 2 departments. We have the Department of Business Studies and the Department of Human Resource, Tourism, and Hospitality Development. Now, in these 2 departments, we offer a number of academic programs which lead to qualifications or degrees of Rongo University. We also have programs which lead to certificate qualifications and diploma qualifications of Rongo University. In the Department of Business Studies, we offer courses which lead to a number of qualifications, and I would like to list them as follows. We have studies which lead to qualifications in business management, qualifications in strategic management, procurement and supplies management, finance, accounting, and entrepreneurship. Let us take a few of these qualifications at random. Let's take business management, which is the first qualification I mentioned in the list. We all know that we need managers in practically all businesses and in all organizations, both private and government. Ministries need managers to guide the development of their programs and projects. And strategic management and business management are aspects of management which offer strategies for management. Procurement and supplies management offers skills in the way we procure things and in the way we manage the supplies which have been so procured. We all know what finance does in the economy and in businesses. And we know what accounting does. It's organizing activities of a business or an organization in a way that can be understood financially so that we know how well the business is doing. Entrepreneurship is the business itself. It teaches how businesses should be managed, how they should be formulated, and how they can be moved from one level to another of operation. Now, those are some of the areas of engagement that people who have got qualifications from the Department of Business Studies can find in the real world situation. The areas are very broad because management, as the name goes, is found everywhere. It is found even in churches. So there is no organization, no entity in the real world situation does not require skills in management. The second department, which is the Department of Human Resource, Tourism and Hospitality Management, we have human resource management, and this, as you know, human resource managers were popularly known as personnel managers. Many people know them as people who employ and sack workers. But at the university, you will come to realize that human resource management has got hiring and firing only as one small area of activity. They manage human resources, they manage employees, and organize employers in a way that can lead to harmony in various workplaces. Then we have in this same department a qualification in project planning and management. And here again, we have to note that many organizations have got projects. Church organizations have got projects. Then there will also be qualification in hospitality management. Many of you know that hospitality has to do with hotels, but it doesn't only have to do with hotels. It has to do with hotels and all activities that require services of hotels. So this hospitality management course or qualification of Rongo University will give one a holistic picture of how the hospitality operation operates. And related to it is the tourism management qualification, which deals with those who move from one place to another within the same country, and those who visit our country from other countries of the world. These two courses are interrelated in the sense that when these visitors come to the country, they need the hospitality industry to take care of them. and to make their visit to the country successful. Now, that is, in a nutshell, the structure of the School of Business and Human Resource Development at Rongo University. We believe in hard work. I don't think, in my opinion, that I would like to tell anybody that studying business is better than studying anything else. I also don't want to say that studying any one particular discipline within the business school is better than studying any other discipline. What makes studying a discipline meaningful is hard work. We believe that with hard work, all disciplines are good because we can make our lives successful by taking our studies seriously in any field. Think of those who went up to the highest level in mathematics. They were known as people who had special skills. But they went far. Some of them became professors. But other people also studied other things which are less challenging, but are equally important. They also worked hard and became professors. And a professor is a professor. You don't want to tell me that a professor of mathematics is better than a professor of religion. They're all professors. They have mastered their fields. We believe, therefore, that with hard work in the School of Business at Rongo University, you can be whatever you want to be in life. Thank you very much. May I take this opportunity to welcome you to the Rongo School of Business and Human Resource Development. Looking forward to interacting with you in the near future.
So my name is Professor Charles Lumumba Mbakaya, the Dean, School of Science, Technology and Engineering of Rongo University. I want to welcome all the first-year students to our university, and specifically our school, the School of Science, Technology and Engineering. This is a school that is made of several departments. We have the Department of Physical Sciences. In this department, we have several program areas. We have chemistry, physics, fashion design, and textile technology. This is at both bachelor's level, and we also have, we offer a diploma only for analytical chemistry in this Department of Physical Sciences. The other department is the Department of Mathematics, Statistics, and Computing. In this department, we offer computer science, mathematics, applied statistics with computing. Those are the programs, areas we are active in. The other area is, we have the other department is the Department of Biological Sciences. And in the Biological Sciences department, we have programs in microbiology, zoology, botany, biochemistry, public health, and we are developing new programs in other areas. Now, as our students in these programs, we teach students using various methods, classroom instructions, online teaching, practicals, and we've lately improved our labs and our capabilities in our labs has recently been uplifted. We have quite state-of-the-art equipment, and we compete very well in terms of laboratory facilities with our bigger universities in this country. Now, one would be interested to know, when you pursue a degree in science, what is the job market like? After you finish your 4 years in the university, where are you expected to go? One, the way we teach our students is that we prepare students to become innovators. That is the first thing we are trying to inculcate in our students, to be people who can go out and create jobs for themselves and other Kenyans and other people, so that we are not relying necessarily on being employed in places. We should be the ones creating the jobs that employ other people, including ourselves. And there are many areas in which these jobs can be found if you have a degree in science. Some of the areas you would go into, and which is very popular, is that people in science tend to go into teaching. They teach at secondary school level. They also teach in tertiary institutions. And eventually they could train to become lecturers in the universities, become professors, and it goes on. So teaching or academia is one of the areas students in science would find a job. The other area would be in research. Research is the in thing for science, both in physical sciences, biological sciences, and mathematics. You find that there are research jobs in many places. If we have to name a few places where researchers are needed with a science background, these places would include the Kenya Medical Research Institute. We have the Kenya Fisheries, in ICIPE, we have Kenya Breweries, Kenya Tea Research, Kenya Marine, and many international organizations will utilize graduates with science backgrounds. The mathematicians will find have a lot of jobs with the Kenya Bureau of Kenya Bureau of Statistics, because their statistical works, are needed to produce reports about population activities, So you find that the statisticians have a lot of opportunities in this area. There are also jobs in the corporate world. Safaricom will employ Kenya Breweries, will employ our students, and some of them actually do get these jobs. I recently know of a student who trained here at Rongo University and was asking, "Sir, what will I do when I finish?" And the next time she gave me a call, she was telling me that she has been employed by the Kenya Breweries as a chemist, having studied chemistry here at Rongo University. Students of science would also find a lot of job opportunities in the civil service. And in the civil service, we are talking about in the treasury. Some students can find, looking at gold and so on. At central bank, you can be the ones checking for quality of the gold at the central bank, the Kenya Bureau of Standards, and other places. Students from our schools here will find jobs. We also have the laboratory-based, especially the biological science students. They will find jobs in in various laboratories, and some of the labs will include their own labs. You can set up a lab where you're doing your own assessments, biological assays, and you're monitoring people's blood levels of certain biochemical markers, and so you can set up your own lab in every town in the city, in Nairobi, or rather in the country, and you find that you have a place you can set up your labs and do your work and make a living. Other labs include like the Kenya Medical Research Laboratories. We have the Kenya National Laboratory Services, National Public Health Labs. We have the government chemist. And those in the area of physics, you find that they are utilized in the area of technology, like electronics, the places that Kenya Telecommunications, you will find the people from physics working there. And other areas include materials testing laboratories, quality assurance labs, and so you can see there are many, many opportunities for our students in science to get into after graduation. Some of the things we also want to emphasize is that with science degrees, students can also pursue postgraduate studies. You don't just finish at your bachelor's level. You want to go on and do your master's degree so that you become a specialist in an area of either chemistry or physics or zoology or botany or public health. And so you want to specialize. You continue. After your master's, you can go on and then do your PhD. This is Doctor of Philosophy. And at that level, you become world class. Your job market opens. You can expect to work anywhere in the world. And some of these postgraduate studies can be pursued locally in our local universities, Rongo University included. You can also pursue this kind of courses in foreign universities, in America, in Britain, Australia. And it is not like a joke, it does happen to our students. Recently, a student of science also having asked me for referrals. I referred one recently to a university in the UK, actually University of Sussex. And they have been appraised so well that they are on the verge of being accepted into this university with full scholarship, So you find that now such a student becomes an ambassador of Rongo University, as well as they open a lot of opportunities for themselves. In the science field, you can also go into sales and marketing, because some of the scientific things you work with, these are things that need to be sold. And so some companies will employ you to sell drugs, pharmaceutical companies. You can also be employed to sell foodstuffs, micronutrients. But largely, as we encourage our students to become innovators, we are saying that you can also make things. So you can start to manufacture, like the people in chemistry can manufacture things like paint. You can even make water. Water, if you look at water, it's one of the most costly things. It is almost the price of petrol. A liter of water and a liter of petrol are almost the same price. But what is water? Water is H2O. And H2O, for people of science, that is chemistry. So why would you not leave the university with a chemistry degree and go and start manufacturing and processing and packing water and selling and becoming a millionaire or even a billionaire? So these are the kind of things. Even soap, you can make soap with your chemistry degree. We have other areas in School of Science, like textile and design and fashion. In this area, this is the area of, dressmaking, making suits, and you can find jobs in the export processing zones and research. And all in all, as we train our students to become scientists, we are also preparing them to be big-time thinkers, disruptive thinkers, people who can think and provide solutions to difficult problems, problems of public health, problems affecting all sorts of things in society. And so with our degree from Rongo University, we are hopeful and expecting that you, our students, as first years, you have a lot of opportunities in the job market. You also have a lot of opportunities to create jobs for others so that Kenya, consistent with its vision, the Kenya Vision 2030, we become a newly industrialized country. It is science which is going to be the driver for this industrialization. And so you are joining a very privileged career of researchers to become great thinkers, the likes of Einstein. You know, nobody stops you from being like Einstein when you are a scientist, you know, in physics. Nobody stops you from being a Maria Curie if you are a young lady joining chemistry in our university. And from these fields, luckily also, you can work in research and do a lot of research. And if you find things, solutions to big problems, it positions you one time even to become recognized for world-class awards, including the Nobel Prizes. You know, science has so many of these prizes. We have Nobel Prize in physics. We have Nobel Prize in chemistry. And we have Nobel Prizes around biology in, you know, medicine and physiology. So this field you entering, the sky is not even the limit. You have a lot of opportunities. So we welcome you as our first years, and we pray and hope that you will stay with us, you will be faithful to science, so that you don't join Rongo University in science and leave science to join other fields because you think those other fields have better opportunities. What can be better than the things I've just shared with you today as the opportunities in science? So with these many remarks, feel welcome to Rongo University in the School of Science, Technology, and Engineering. We will be so happy to receive you and to mentor you in such a way that we will bring out the best of your talents and capabilities. Thank you very much. And God bless you, and God bless Rongo University.
So my name is Professor Michael Ntabo Mabururu, Dean School of Arts and Social Sciences. And in this school, we have 3 departments: Department of Humanity and Economics, Department of Languages, Linguistics and Literature, and then Department of Political Science and Public Administration. This school, when you think globally, is one of those schools that produces who is who in the globe, in terms of politics, in terms of serious administrators, and in terms of those who mentor people to be sound from the psychological part of it in the Department of Sociology. So in this school, what we focus, unlike most of the other schools, we teach academics, but not only academics, but loaded with values. I think we are living in a global world where there is a lot of injustices, a lot of nepotism, a lot of who knows who, a lot of corruption. So where you come to learn on how to do things right is the School of Arts, because in this school there is a course which is called ethics. And you know, whether you are in your family, whether you are in the church, whether you are in politics, there are certain values that you must adhere to for you to be credible in society. And those values are imparted in School of Arts and at the Department of Social Sciences. So in this school, we have several programs. I've just talked about the departments, but like in literature, you can do literature and English, you can do literature and French, you can do literature and economics, you can do literature plus any other ones, as long as you have met the points that qualifies you to do that. And that will tell you that we encourage interdisciplinarity within the school. And in the School of Arts and Social Sciences, we also teach other schools, because when it comes to content delivery, where you can only get that is in School of Arts. So we teach in all other schools. We teach in all the schools, for instance, in Longo University, the 6 schools, all of them. There are courses which can only be taught from School of Arts, not because they belong there, no, but because they belong to School of Arts, but those schools need them. And as a geographer, for instance, civil service needs planners, and those are the people. When you do geography properly, you become a planner. And you know, there are these physical planners, we have the surveyors, we have all these people who matter in this country in terms of demarcating the lands of this country of ours, even globally. In sociology, we have people who work in several places. We have the counselors, we have the people who work even in the hospitals. You know, sometimes you talk about people are sick. Some of you, I'm sure you have heard this place called Mathari. If there is a ward, and that ward, the sick people are there, they are not taking medicine, the medical things that are prescribed by doctors. They are only taking a lot of counseling. You know, they are brought back into their sound minds to be able to know exactly what is their problem. And the people who do that, they are not the medical persons. These are people who are trained specially in sociology to be medical counselors. In English, of course, in English you can be anything now. You know, you can be a person who writes books, you can be a person who broadcasts, you can work in the studio, you can work in the TV places, you can translate other languages, you can earn from that. And for us, we are not focusing so much in terms of what can I be after I finish university. To us, we focus more on what you can contribute to the world in terms of your education. Because sometimes there is this mentality of students, what will I be after I finish school? And if you have to be very realistic, and if you have to be very factual, if you have to think of the job market within Kenya and globally, those who need jobs are more than those who can qualify to get them. So the best thing that you can do when you are in the university, where you get universal education, is to do it in such a way that you become the best person in doing anything that you do in society, so that even from that practice of doing best things, you know, we talk about best practices in terms of values, you will be known as a person who can be dependent on. And then, of course, you can get a job, and you do it well. And I think I'm talking this from a lot of experience. How many of us who are educated, how many of us who come from different disciplines and have the degrees that they do have, but still we talk about corruption. But we talk about nepotism. We still talk about tall relatives. So what kind of education did you receive that you call universal, that you can be comparative to the rest of the world, that you still think that until I know somebody, you cannot get a job? Why can't you also be a person who does not depend on other people to get jobs, so that those who qualify through merit? So in School of Arts, we teach students to get proper education. You know, education is not only books education. is not only that which you are taught in class. There is more of education that makes you a complete person. And that's what Africa and more so Kenya needs. So we want students who finish and they bring transformation in this country so that we reduce corruption from the level of where we are in school, in the university, so that we reduce these things that you hear about people cheating in exams. We remove these things that people talk about now nationally, about corruption, stealing, doing things which bring a lot of injustice in society. So in School of Arts, and more so in social sciences, we impart knowledge which makes you to be a person of integrity. Not because we are talking of integrity, but what is it that makes a person to be an integral person? What makes a student to be a student who can be given an exam and nobody would supervise and nothing will go wrong? That is what will make the whole change in terms of university education. In political science and public administration, of course, it speaks by itself. Politicians, not that they have done political science, and that's why you say, you hear people talk about politics is a bad thing. Politics is not bad. The bad thing are the politicians themselves who do bad politics. Politics shapes people to bring justice in society. And in School of Arts, we have political science and public administration. And we still say it's not just a question of political science and public administration, but effective political and public administration. How do you do your politics? And how do you administer that politics so that it affects the people positively? And that's what brings problems already in this country, because in political science we must talk about the current scenario in Kenya. You can see the dynamics, you can see the division, you can see already the hate, you can see already the differences. So why are people trying to behave the way they do now in view of 2022? It is just because of the politics who has the power. So that we now say in political science, it is not a question of democracy in terms of numerical democracy, but we want democracy which is called value-loaded democracy. A democracy that you have won with numbers which are right. And I think if we just begin from here, and you are a student of political science, when you come to the university, there is this body which governs the students of the university. You will be the chairperson, or the president as they are so called, or secretary, or any other office. We also want you to shape you in such a way that when you come, you do a clean politics in asking for that position. So that, at that small level, you already practice good values. You go for justice. You have won because you have won, not because you have bribed, not because you have cheated, not because you have manipulated the votes. And that's exactly what happens nationally and maybe globally. So in School of Arts and Social Sciences, in political science and public administration, we teach you on how to be a good politician, if you so wish, in future, and how to be a good administrator. We are talking about the sub-county commissioners, we are talking about the regional commissioners, we are talking of this senior civil service in terms of job opportunities. But it's not enough to be a sub-county commissioner. It is more important on what you'll do as that officer in that office. That's what we emphasize on. We are not trying to fight for you to get a job, but we are trying to teach you to get that job, but do it with a difference. And that's exactly what we lack globally, and maybe I want to be very narrow and say in Africa, and particularly maybe you can say in Kenya. So when you come to Rongo University, to School of Arts and Social Sciences, you must come already knowing that you'll come, leave a better person than you came. And what you'll get in terms of content, we have the staff who are very qualified, full of experience, who have taught several universities, big ones in Kenya and outside. So there is no lack of staff. And we have always time for students to be talked to, and we have hours where students can be talked to individually, and we have mentors, and we have grouped students into small groups where you have mentors who talk to them in terms of their challenges, physical, academic, and many others that we do have, social, of course. And you know, a new place can have challenges. So you are coming to a school to meet lecturers who are also parents. You know, what matters in an environment is not how well you are taught. That is good enough. But that is not enough in School of Arts. How well you are taught and how well-mannered you have been taught to be. And that's exactly what we normally do from all the days you will be here from first year to fourth year. So in School of Arts, we do not only have undergraduate. In the 3 departments, all of them, we have masters and PhD. We have graduated quite a number of them already. And some of them have been absorbed as academic staff, and some of them as administrators. So in terms of job opportunity, they are there. And I think, and I always believe, job opportunities will always be there if you are well prepared and if you are well known from where you have been studying. That's why, even in your secondary school where you are just about to leave, people are given rewards as per their performance, not only academically, but also how they have done things differently from other students. So it's not any different in the university. Here we emphasize it even more. When you come, we want to have a student who's credible. When you ask me to write to you a reference letter in view of getting a job, I will do it authoritatively because that which I'm saying, I believe you are. And I think if we go that way, you will be a very good student, and you can only be a very good student, I want to believe, in School of Arts and Social Sciences. And first thing and last, which I already started with. Rongo University is a new university, but being new does not make it a lesser university. So when you come to Rongo University, feel like you are going to any other university in the globe. Don't feel like you should have gone to which university. This is your university of choice. And when you come here, do your best, and you'll emerge the best of the best in comparison to other students from all the rest of the universities in the world. So I want to congratulate you, first of all, for passing your exam and choosing Rongo University as a place of choice to come and study. And I wish you well as you prepare to come. And as you come, just come as an independent person. For us, we believe in School of Arts, people who are independent make independent choices and succeed in life. Don't operate when you are influenced by other people. What is it that you want to do? You are going to do it alone. So please, as you chose to come to School of Arts, that is your school of choice, come, you will get more than I've said, because there will be so many other people will be talking to you in view of what happens to School of Arts and Social Sciences. Come, finish the first degree, go do masters, do PhD, start working in Rongo University also. That will be your contribution. You know, that is what is called corporate social responsibility. Once you finish here, we give you a first priority in terms of employment, because we know you, and because we can authoritatively say we can depend on you since we have grown up with you. So thank you so much, and may God bless you for choosing Rongo University. Thank you so much.
I'm Professor Peter Olo Kisinyo, the Dean. I welcome you all, first years, to the School of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Environmental Studies, and also congratulate you for having passed your Form 4 exams and chosen the school to come and join our various competitive programs. The school has 2 departments, Agronomy and Environmental Science, which is headed by Dr. Evans Ouma, Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness, which is headed by Mr. Gasta Nyangweso. The school has competent academic and administrative staff with a wealth of experience in teaching research and community service. We have a total of 13 teaching staff comprised of professors, associate professors, and lecturers. In addition, we have 7 technical staff and 3 administrative staff. The school has well-equipped laboratory for research, teaching, and community service, and also a teaching farm where we carry out our practicals. We train graduates to ensure environmental sustainability as well as food security, which are captured in the Big 4 agenda and also sustainable development goals. Agriculture basically contributes to about 25% of gross domestic Kenyan product, and it is a very important area in this country, and industrialization will basically come from agriculture. The school has a number of programs running from diploma to undergraduates, which we are joining, postgraduates, which comprises of masters and PhD. We have diploma in agriculture, diploma in agribusiness, diploma in horticulture, diploma in food science, and diploma in aquaculture. Undergraduate programs are Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Extension and Education, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics and Resource Management, Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management. We have master's programs in agronomy, plant breeding, horticulture, environmental biology, environmental planning. Our graduates are normally employed in government, agricultural, livestock, and fisheries and related ministries in the central government. They also get employment in the county government, agricultural, livestock, fisheries, and related ministries, agro-industries, which are quite a number in this particular country, horticultural sector, manufacturing industries, like, for example, manufacturing of feeds, fertilizers, non-governmental organizations. Our graduates also teach in secondary schools, colleges, and even universities. And in fact, those that are very brilliant and scores a first class or a very strong second, when chances are available, we retain them so that they become graduate assistants, and we train them to do their masters and even PhD so that they can teach in the university. They are also employed in national environmental management authorities, authority sector, water ministries. Banks also employ our graduates. Our graduates also are employers, self-employment. We equip them with the entrepreneurial skills whereby they can start their own businesses which are agricultural related. Some are not even agricultural related, but most of them are agricultural related. And quite a number of us, our graduates, are actually running their own businesses, and they have employed other people, so they can also become employers instead of looking for employment. Otherwise, I want to once again welcome you to Rongo University, the School of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Environmental Studies, and may the Lord God bless you as you join us to be with us for the next 4 years. Thank you very much and welcome.
From the hills of Kitale, there's a gold mine of knowledge. Rongo, the only one, a world-class university. We give the best of the best, leave the best assured.